Hello everyone, Brad Logan alongside Jared Redding for Rebs 24/7 inside the Rebels. And tonight, Jared, it was Ole Miss with an opportunity to win. They fall tonight 30-24, but not before making things a little dicey for Alabama down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I think you called it. At one point in the second half, the Quinshot Judkins, while he's made some stuff happen, he had 2 scores. There were times where he got first downs. He said that this guy was going to bust one at one point, and he had a 35-yard gain to give Ole Miss a chance right there at the end. But it was kind of a little bit of a theme of the night. Was almost going to do the red zone. Yeah, statistically they finished 4 for 6 in the red zone, but they had a couple missed opportunities, not just in the second half, but really just throughout the game. And in the end, I mean, it was the 6-point game, and part of that created the separation.
A big key tonight, no Michael Trigg Jr. We thought he might come back, but Ole Miss really struggled in the red zone. They struggled not having a big tight end to throw to.
Yeah, I mean, that was a guy who, at the beginning of the season, you're like, okay, well, this is going to be the red zone weapon. Casey Kelly made a play a couple weeks ago to play into that rally, but, it was one of those where, Ole Miss they had some plays in early downs in the second half that really just got them behind schedule. Faced a lot of 3rd and 10s, a lot of 3rd and 9s, and even had opportunities even on those plays to go get it done. But at the end, it just didn't happen. You could say that Ole Miss got it close, but Lane Kiffin said there's absolutely no moral victories here. It's something that he said 2 years ago when Alabama won a 63-48 shootout. That we don't care. We didn't come here to compete with Alabama, no matter how many. No matter how many championships they've won, no matter, the dynasty's still going, that we came here to beat Alabama. They had 2 weeks to do so, and obviously it didn't happen. So 0-1 this week, but there's a chance to go 1-0 next week, 1-0 the week after that in the Egg Bowl, and whatever happens after that, you can still win in 11 games, but for now, this one definitely stings.
I thought Ole Miss played really well defensively, specifically stopping the Alabama rushing attack. Only a little over 100 yards for Alabama running the ball. Defensively, Red played well.
Yeah, I think the final stat at the end of the night, I think at the top of my head, is like 106 yards total, and I think that was part of what played into it in the first quarter as well, is not being able to establish it. Ole Miss was sideline to sideline the entire night. Even if you talk about the pass rush too, it was a key was they can probably get in the backfield, but can they finish when they get to Bryce Young? Well, they finished some of those plays in the first half, and in the second half, Bryce Young did what Bryce Young things. That's the reason why he won the Heisman Trophy last year. And the reason why he's an elite player in college football this year is his ability to make something happen. So yeah, the run game, was pretty, well covered for Ole Miss defensively. But you got to make those big stops when it mattered, and it didn't happen. Despite giving up field goals, they gave up 3 field goals for Will Reichard and all that. But those yards were given up, and therefore that's why you lose by 6.
2 more games left, an opportunity for Ole Miss to get to 10 wins on the season. Can still be a really good season, Jared, but now they're going to have to go on the road and face an Arkansas team that played really hard today against LSU at home. 2 more games left. They'll finish out with the Egg Bowl here in Oxford against Mississippi State. For Jared Redding, I'm Brad Logan, inside the Rebels, and Rebs247.com, 247sports.com.